Hello guys, welcome to another video of Let's Learn Anatomy. So, you know what, let's just jump right in. What is an organ that is protected by bones of the axial skeleton? Well, the small intestines, the reproductive organs, the heart. There it is. The heart is encased in the ribs. Bam! Quick off the bat. Let's go. And let's see, what kind of connective tissue forms the superficial layer of all parts of a bone? So that's pretty easy. What kind of connective tissue forms the superficial layer of all parts of bones? The compact bone, also called cortical bone, is the hard part of the bone, right? Hyaline cartilage is at the ends of the bones, but it's not on all of the bone. What is on all of the bone, the outer layer, is the periosteum. That is on the outer layer. That's just like a film. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of glassy a little bit, but, that's alright. But here we go. Spongy bone, that is inside the bone. That's more deep in the bone. And cancellous bone is the same as spongy bone, so you're basically saying the same thing. So here we go. Compact bone it is. There we go. And if it does seem like I'm a little tired, it is midnight basically. And you know what? I'm just going to pump one more out for you guys, you guys might be staying up too to watch these, so why not? Why not, right? So here we go. Circumduction is where, if I can find the direct definition, I know the definition, but circumduction is a moving apart so that an end follows a circular path, moving finger in a circular motion without moving the hand. Okay. Circumduction is basically you're moving in a circular motion. Everybody get those arms and swing them wide. There you go. You're now an example of circumduction. There we go. All right, and here we go. Twist palm is up. What is that? Here we go. Supination is where the twist palm goes up, right? It turns up. Supination. The other part is going to be pronation. It's where it's facing down. Pronation is where it faces down. Supination is where it faces up. And so here we go. I feel like this is going to be medial, because it's going to the medial line, right? The middle line. As you see, the nose, the forehead, all that stuff is in the medial line. So it's going to be a medial rotation, and a lateral rotation is where you're going away from the body. A lateral rotation is where you're going away from the body. Medial is where you're going in towards the body, right? So there you go. We got that question done. Let's go to the next one. Maybe, if it loads. While it's doing that, let's look at this. You guys are able to see, I did change this on, I noticed the last two videos you guys could not see this, and it's probably why it's sometimes hard to follow along, so now that I do have that, you guys can now see, oh wow, this is a cranial. This is where I'm looking at right now. I hope you guys are looking there, but here we go. I love these kind of questions because it kind of just lets you remember, alright, what kind of bones are in my body right now? So obviously, we got, what's it going to want here? Yeah, let's see. There we go. We got all the bones of the head are part of what? I hope inside your head you're saying cranium. Dang right. And right here we got the maxillary bone as part of this group. So this will be the let's see. Now this is good because like yeah, okay, wow. Well, I hope you guys were saying skull, not cranium, because that's right. Cranium surface is encompasses the brain. And the face is right there. There we go. If we want to get a better picture, nope, definitely not going to get a picture. Sorry, guys. Here we go. We got the clavicle. There we go. I said there we go a lot. I bet we do. I hope someone's counting and putting that in the comments because I say it a lot. I need to find a different word. So humorous. Ha ha ha. No pun intended. We got the ulna, that is the one that is closest to the body. Either way, like, if you extend those thumbs out, like right here, this is the anatomical position, right here. See those toes? There we go. We got ribs right there. And we got the big hard bone. You know, fun fact, the femur is actually a very hard bone to break. What is it, like 1,200, 1,300 pounds of pressure that needs to be enacted on the bone in order for it to break? I thought that was pretty unique. And normally when it does break, it is you know, the force is putting on it, and then the bone turns, and then that's what causes it to break. You know, that is what usually what causes the bone to break. So we got the tibia. Where's that? Right there. We got the carpals. Those are wrist. Tarsals. Those are ankles. Phalanges. Those are just the end parts, the distal, the middle, the medial. And prostal. No, that's not right. Wow. I can't believe I can't remember. We got deep. There we go. All right. Well, the next question. Let's go. All right. Let's see what kind of question up here. You know, just those bubbles really will get you anxious. Let's see what kind of questions we got. What are we going to learn right now? Label the features of the bones in the sutures seen. So this is going to be the cranium. Bam. How did I know that? Because sutures. These are little sutures in the skull. Each of those are fibrous tissue right there. It's very immovable. I mean, I hope your brain doesn't move, because if it doesn't, woo, we got a problem. That's a pretty big problem, I mean. Ugh. Alright. We got the frontal bone. I'm looking at the bones, not the sutures. Crap. Coronal suture. It's going to be right there. We got the squamous suture. Okay. You know, it's going to be a very fun time trying to remember these. Joint between the temporal and parietal bone is a squamous suture. The rhomboid suture. Right there. And we also got that, it almost looks like another ear. External acoustic meatus. Where's that at? There it is. There it is. But then we got the mastoid process. There it is. Man. We got the mandibular condyle. Oh, that goes right there. That little point right there, that is the styloid process. That looks pretty stylish, don't you think? And we got the choronoid process. And I hope mental foramen is the last one. It dang right is. So here we go. Let's just write. I mean, not write, but let's just kind of read the definition for these. The coronal suture, the joint between the frontal and parietal bones. Coronal suture. The squamous suture is the joint between the temporal and parietal bones. Parietal bone, temporal bone. Rhomboid suture is the joint between the occipital and parietal bone. Parietal bone is right here. Occipital is right down there. And if you guys watched the last video, I did accidentally forget to leave the answer, but I put it in the comments just for you guys. External acoustic meatus is the ear canal. Hence the reason why it probably is shaped like an ear. So it almost looks like a tongue. It looks weird. But that's alright. A mastoid process is a large process behind the ear for an attachment of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. That is the first time I said that big long word, and I am surprised I read it that easily. But everyone, go back, feel on your skull the mastoid process. You know, go to your ear, go down, you know, kind of just, if you want to go along the muscles of your neck up there, you'll eventually feel that little round little bone. That is your mastoid process. You know, this is what anatomy is. It's pretty cool that you can actually feel the bones that are inside your body and actually see what they look like, right? Just like your zygomatic bone right here, your cheekbone. That's pretty cool if you feel that, your cheek. That is what actually the inside of the head, like this is what the inside of the head looks like. And that is pretty cool. Styloid process is the pointy process behind the ear for tongue muscle attachments, the styloid. Alright, what's a good way to remember that? He can make some stylish figures with that tongue. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that again. Alright, next one, here we go, mandibular condyle. You know, what does condyle mean in anatomical terms? You know, because I haven't seen that word a lot. A rounded protuberance at the end of some bones, forming an articulation with another bone. Okay, so it's a rounded, you know, protuberance. If you know what that is, I'm guessing I don't even know what it is. Basically, it's a rounded, I hope, rounded area at the end of some bones, forming an articulation. And articulate means that it is connecting with another bone. So if we were to say there, the styloid process connects with the temporal bone. I believe that is the temporal bone right there. Actually, it's a zygomatic process of temporal bone. It's a zygomatic process of the temporal bone right there. So as well, if you feel that, there we go. Just feel those bones as we're saying this. The coronoid process is the process for attachment of chewing muscles. So if you chump those nice little mandibles together, you can get that coronoid process. And here we go. The mental foramen is the hole in the chin. Did you guys know you have a hole in the chin? Yeah. If you try and feel it. You know, there's a reason why there's a little hole in your chin, because that is where, like, you know, blood vessels and all those, like, those nerves will travel through, because the bones acts as like a little protection area for those nerves and blood, right? Because you don't want to get those cut up. You want to protect those as best as you can. You don't want to have a paralyzed jaw. That would not be good. Alright, you know, I kind of like using my jaw. So, dental foramen is, you know, foramen, I feel like that's another anatomical term that we kind of need to know. Foramen. As an opening, hole, or passage, especially in a bone. Alright, there we go. That's how you can remember. Mental foramen. There we go. Foramen is another word for a hole in the chin. Bones contain living tissues. That's dang true. You better get that right. Label the structures of the axes. Wow, I remember this question. Isn't this a great one? I remember it, but, I mean, as you guys can probably hear me flipping through the pages. You guys are like, oh man, this kid is so smart. How does he know this? No, I got a book right in front of me. I mean, I'm just kind of deciphering it as I go. So the dens. Oh, exactly what are we looking at? The structures of the axes. I'm going to tell you that. This will definitely be. I believe it's the invertebrate parts right here. This is what it is. And I believe this is kind of like this one right here is a right lateral view. This is what this says, a right lateral view. You know, because we're kind of just basically looking at the same thing, just a different view. Right here, I believe should be the superior. See, yep, superior view, looking straight down. You know, as your axis. So here we go. Inferior articular process. The inferior articular process is right there. Right up here, we got the anterior articular fossa of the axis. Right there. And this is going to be a foramen, because this is why? Because that is an opening. And you know, like, as it says right here, vertebral artery and veins need to go through that hole, that passage. So this is going to be the transverse foramen. You know, once you start knowing these kind of anatomical terms, you're able to decipher which, you know, organs or which tissues or which vocab goes into where. And then we get that big, round, bulky part. That is called the body. And then we got the spinous process. That is the spinous process. If you feel your back right here, you can feel all those little kind of points on your back. Those are each a spinous process, those little points. Process is usually a term that I kind of see like on the points of bones, like the bulky, not the bulky part, but you know, let's just process anatomy. A series of That's probably why there's anatomy. A process is a projection or outgrowth of the tissue from a larger body. So as I was saying, it's kind of like it's the pointy part, right? It's outgrowth of your body right there. Let's go. Superior articular facet, right there. You know, what is a flat superior facing surface for articulation with the atlas? There we go. Label the structures of the atlas. This is basically what we have just been doing. Right here we got as well the transverse foramen, because we need to get those nerves and veins going through. We want to feel our bodies. Do not take that in the wrong way. I grabbed the wrong one. And then we also got the vertebral foramen, because we got to get that big one so the vertebral canal can go through your spinal cord. Because if you damage your spinal cord, you're out. You're done. I mean, you're not done with life, honestly. Let's see. Like, when you damage your spinal cord, it's pretty bad. You know, that's pretty some serious stuff. That's the area you want to protect, right? Facet that articulates with occipital condyle. There we go. And the facet that articulates with dens, odontoid process of axis. So flat surface inside the vertebral foramen. I guess that might just help with like connecting it and just lubricating it, I would say. But right here, we're just gonna do one more, you know, ended on a really good note. So let's see what kind of question we got up next. Alright, this is an awesome one to end it on. Joints in which the bone ends are bound together by hyaline cartilage or fibrocartilage are classified as what? You know, I want to say cartilaginous joints because hyaline cartilage and fibrocartilage are both classified as cartilage. The only one missing is elastic cartilage. But if we want to be like 100% certain, what we can do is we can just do this, cartilaginous joint. There we go. We're going to end it on a great one. So, unless the next one is just like this. Alright, this is another great one to start on the next video. So, we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment what you want to see, or comment some questions you want to ask me. Man, I'm a poet. So here we go. I'm bored, and so are you. So join me, and let's learn some anatomy. You know, next video, let's keep going at it. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.